So this is Matt Harris with 40 Cal Customs coming in to give a little update on our hot bike speed and style build here. Just kind of finally getting cranking. We're already a day late and $1 short, same as usual. So really trying to come up with something here that's out of the box a little bit, a different approach for us here. You know, the whole deal is speed and style. So we're kind of going wayside of the traditional choppers and that sort of thing that we usually do, and really trying to do something that embodies speed and style. And you know, we got this 120R race motor from Harley Davidson, the big twin cam backed by a 6-speed trans, and want to kind of celebrate some racing heritage. So we've kind of done a mix match of things from racing of days gone by, and the whole product should end up looking something like maybe an old TT bike, an old Isle of Man race bike or something like that. We started out by putting 2 front heads on the bike. We put a front head on the rear cylinder and switched it over to a mechanical fuel injection. We're running a Hilborn mechanical injection setup, which we've never done before, and never run 2 front heads before either, so I don't know, we'll see how that works out. But we're doing a little other stuff, you know, to be magneto fired. Got a Morris mag and got that set up ready to go. And that's we shaved the cylinders on the engine and shaped the heads down to fit the intakes. And you know, so give it a little bit of style and give it a little bit of that more nostalgia look with the round cylinders and that sort of deal. Got a lot of cleanup work to do there, but we finally got started building the chassis. We're going to be rolling around on these Coker tires. They're old slicks, they're old Firestone slicks, repops of IndyCar tires actually. They ran in the late 20s, early 30s. So a little bit different approach. They're old clincher type tires, so they're probably dangerous, but they'll be okay. They're big wheels, but they look good. It'll be proportional. You know, we're running wire wheels front and rear. Built this chassis to kind of look like an old race bike chassis. But you know, we like to use some old stuff, so to give this new engine a little bit of an old soul, we're using for the backbone and down tube, and also the rear strut section of the chassis are 1937 Ford radius rods. It's got kind of a cool shape, and I don't know, just trying to be something different. It has this kind of quarter lip shape to it, kind of makes the thing streamlined. And we made this slip joint here out of stainless for the neck. A buddy of mine, Cart, machined this neck down out of a solid piece of stainless, and he came over and said, I want to help with the bike, so what can I do? So I gave him a piece of stainless and said, here's a neck, make it look like a chair leg. So that's what we ended up with, and I don't know, it's kind of a cool deal. He made it all on a manual lathe, and you know, it's a nice touch. And we come back and we've made everything super minimum. I mean, the thing's really skinny. Everything on it's handmade. There's nothing on this chassis that came from any existing chassis. So, you know, that, and being a twin cam, so we didn't have any fixtures for a twin cam engine or anything. Kind of come back on a different approach on the rear suspension. Everyone says, oh man, you're using this twin cam and this big motor and you got to have rear suspension because all you ever had were rigids and all that sort of deal. So I said, fine, we'll make rear suspension. And I've had an idea and I've seen it done before, but we're just going to try it out. We're going to use leaf springs for rear suspension, and in place of a swing arm. So the rear suspension swing arm setup is actually leaf springs. So there's no swing arm. So we've kind of got these mocked up with a mono spring right now. We'll come back and add some more leaves as we see fit, but it's a little bit different deal. Like I said, it's taken more time to do this, but I don't know, we'll try it out. We're going to come back here and set these leaf springs up, and then we'll fit a set of friction shocks to it like came on old cars and some bikes actually back in the 20s and 30s. So I don't know, you know, new power plant with an old soul. That's pretty much where we're going. So check out the progress of this bike and the 5 other builds on social media with hashtag #HotBikeSpeedAndStyle. Also follow along on hotbikeweb.com, and you can also follow on my Instagram at 40 Cal Customs. See you, born free.